What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Libra Tarot, where it is Libra here all the time, and it doesn't matter where Libra's at in your chart. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, donations, love, your requests for reads, and for coming and hanging out with me. If you're here during the live, thumbs up and click the live chat button down below. Don't forget to check out my new description information in the description box below the video. I also want to say that currently my website is being migrated over to another host. So if you would like a private reading or if you have questions, please reach out to me at nourishhilllive@gmail.com. All of my contact information is in the description box below. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well. Are we doing well today? Let's find out what Fred has for us today. Hello, Tamia. All right. Let's jump into the reading screen. There we go. All right. Let's see what Fred has for us today. All right. So, there's some things that some of you have been asking the universe for. Looks like there's going to be some sort of new beginning in something. Maybe you've had some challenges, instability in work life and home life, whatever. Looks like there's going to be some changes. Well, I'm glad I said your name correctly. That's kind of unusual sometimes. All right, let's see. There's been some challenges in starting something new or in success in something new. This could be new job, new relationship. You never know what you're going to get here. But it looks like things are going to be leveling out for you pretty soon here, Libra. So let's see what's going on. All right, let's see. All right, some of you kind of mad. Maybe dealing with Aries, Leo, Sag. Don't have to be. Maybe you have it heavily in your chart. Queen of Wands in reverse says anger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Okay. So some of you have been passed up for an opportunity, maybe overlooked, maybe even you chose to pass up an opportunity. Let's see what you're telling me here. Ooh, you were not put as a third party. Oh. You were not put as a, that's what it's saying to me. For whoever needs this reading, tarot is timeless. You may feel like you resonate. You may feel like you don't. It may be your reading today. It may not be your reading today. For some reason, I am really getting that you were not the chosen one. And drop your comments if that resonates, or just a thumbs up to let me know these readings are resonating for my peeps. This is somebody you really truly had a lot of feelings for too. Well, we're not going to stay here too long. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Leo. It looks like you're mad. You're big mad, or you've got some resentment or hatred in regards to the situation. Now, this could have been a situation that happened years ago, yesterday, an hour ago, 20 years ago, whatever. Subconsciously, energetically, you're telling me you were not the chosen one, and you could have even been third party. There was another person involved. There was either another person involved, or this person didn't return the love. Jelly bellies. Somebody eating jelly bellies. Jelly bellies. Jelly beans. Somebody's nickname is Jelly Belly. That's a horrible nickname. That's a horrible nickname. Did you ever name me Jelly Belly? What's up, Julia Gulia? I don't know. I'm sorry. Wedding singer, Adam Sandler. Every time I see anybody with the name of Julia, I say Julia Gulia. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you for being here. Somebody either loved jelly beans, is eating jelly bellies, I damn sure hope that ain't somebody's nickname. Somebody needs to be smacked for whoever gave that person that nickname. Anyway, it's a horrible nickname. I'm really getting the sense that we need to dive in on this. I mean, we can go further. Fred's just saying energetically, some of you are still holding on to some resentment or some anger, and I wouldn't blame you if somebody manipulated you and put you as a third party, and you're over here like, I'm being patient with you, and I'm giving you my love, and I'm giving you my attention, and I am holding back and taming the beast within me so I don't hurt somebody. Some of you, that may exactly be how you feel. You are holding back how you feel. I love you, Julia. Julia says, my Cancer boyfriend just broke up this morning. He says he thinks I should be with my daughter's father. Well, you believe him. Don't even try and prove him right or wrong. You just go on your separate way. When somebody tells you that you do not belong with them, or that you are not good, or that you're better than them, believe them. Okay? Whatever happens, whatever you choose to do in those situations, don't try and prove them wrong by trying to keep going after them. They're telling you without telling you it's over, or that they're not good enough for you, or you're not on the same paths. Okay? Rejection is God's protection, right? But this year, 2023, is about redirection. So that's a redirection. I love you, and I'm sending you hugs, okay? So, you were not the chosen one. And a lot of you may be just holding back your anger. I can't put my leg up because this dress is really, really short. But I do have to say this. You're absolutely welcome. Exactly. This is a teaching moment, actually. I appreciate you, Julia Reeves, for expressing that and sharing that with us, as much as it may hurt. That's actually something for all of us to learn from, because, hey, everybody in the shadows, what's up? I'm Feather. Thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you like the vibe. In situations like that, trust them. Don't try and prove them wrong. Just move on. Okay, baby? Because they see something that they can't hang with you, and they're telling you the truth. They are saying, you deserve better. You deserve better than me. That means they recognize that you want something different than they do, that you're on a different path than they are, or that they can't fucking hang with your amazingness, okay? Do not try to win them over, chase them down, win them back, or prove them wrong. They see it, believe it. Don't try and repaint that picture, babies, okay? They're telling you exactly what you need to know. Hear it for what it actually is. That's redirection. That means God's got something better for you, okay? Universe, Fred, whoever you want to call universe. Okay? So, and that's for everybody. Don't try and repaint that picture when somebody says you deserve better, or why don't you go look for somebody that's, why don't you do that? Yeah, you should. Now, I can understand why there's some anger and resentment here. If you're loving somebody and you love them unconditionally. So, when you get to that point where you're so angry and frustrated, you're so mad, and you can't beat the out of somebody, but you really want to because of what they've done or what they've said. And you're just that frustrated, but you don't. You hold back because you're an adult and you don't want to go to jail and shit. And because you're not that kind of person. But when you are that angry, that upset, that mad, you get angry and upset to the point where you want to react or respond or reach out and do something, right? That's usually when you're crying the heaviest. because it's like that anger and aggression has to be expressed in some way. Go for a fucking jog. Get on a bike. Go for a run on the beach. Do something. Express that anger out. And I'm going to tell you, this is something that was told to me in Julia's situation. This was something that was told to me years ago, about 20 years ago. Almost exactly 20 years ago, to be precise. Almost exactly 20 years ago. It was something that was told to me by my Lakota medicine woman teacher. She this was in regards to my marriage to my son's father, biological father, let's just put it that way. A situation happened. It was a very abusive. I do not want to talk about it because it is very triggering for me. And I know that if I was to talk about details, it would be very triggering for others. So it was a very abusive situation that happened, a domestic violence altercation that caused me to, I was already having issues. I was 7 months pregnant with carrying my son. But I within a week after that altercation, I actually gave birth to my son at 3 pounds, 8 ounces, and he was 2 months early, 8 weeks early. He's doing beautiful and amazing. He's healthy as a horse. He's good. But that person, the situation was so overwhelming for me. Yes, I did cut that person out of my life. Yes, I did all of the precautions. I took care of it and handled it. I've never had to do anything like that at that age. And I was 26 at the time, 25, 26 at the time. I'm sharing this information because some of you may be going through this. The information, I'm sobbing and I'm crying and I'm just absolutely overwhelmed. And she just calmly told me, you have 2 choices. She was so calm and she was so chill. And she said, you have 2 choices. One is to continue to behave like this, or behave like this for about 10 more minutes, cry and get it all out, express it fully, and then pick your ass up and handle your business and don't ever look back. And that's exactly what I did. And she was right. Feel it. Completely feel it for every ounce of every pain, of everything. Express it fully. Get it out. Whether it's writing it down, running down the beach, exhausting yourself, jogging or hiking, or whatever it may be. Write it out. Cry it out. Do whatever you need to do. But don't bury it down, hide it, repress it, and end up hurting yourself. Express it fully. Allow yourself to fully feel it. Truly accept it. And then say, okay, now what? Do I want to continue to live in that and continue to allow that person to control my energy, control how I feel? Or I'm going to fucking handle my business and shine like a bright star that I am. I'm going to handle my business and shine bright. So I did. And you will too. Okay? So fully express it. This is very similar to that energy. Fully express it. Own it. Accept it. Get it out. And then figure out what your next steps are. Make a list. Write it out. And then start implementing new strategies to get you to wherever and whatever it is that you need to do next. Do I think that you should go out and start dating somebody tomorrow? No. But should you go out and have fun? Yes. With the intentions of having fun? Yes. Should you go out and hang out with friends and family? If that's what you want to do. If you want to be alone for a while, that's cool too. But don't stay there too long. That was the whole point of that whole conversation I just had with you. You can continue to live in that energy or you can flip the script on it and say, this made me stronger, and I'm going to show myself that I'm not going to allow that thing, situation, person, or whatever to hold me back from moving forward in my life. Smooth is here. So, yeah, this is a situation where some of you may need to express how you truly feel about the situation. Excuse me. Yeah. Because this is a lesson. This is actually a lesson. This is a teaching moment for you. This was a spiritual teacher for you. The Hierophant is actually out here as a spiritual teacher, not as a hey, we're married. Although you could be married to this person, or you could have been in a commitment with this person, or this person was married. All kind of wonderful things happen. But what happens here is, in a teaching situation, thank you. I knew this was a teaching moment, and Spirit is actually out here saying, this is a teacher for you, a spiritual teacher for you. Yep, this has already happened. The worst is behind you. Now it's all up to the healing. Okay? You knew this person was a breadcrumber anyway. You knew this person was possibly given to multiple people, or they were not on your level. There was no equal give and take. There was no reciprocity in the relationship as it stands, as it stood. The worst has already happened. The worst is behind you. Now it's about the lesson. Here's the lesson. This was a spiritual teacher, and these people come into our lives for specific reasons. So if you're still angry and upset about a situation where maybe somebody put you as a third party, you feel like this person manipulated your emotions because there's definitely desire on here, and there's a potential for whether or not they may have played on your emotions. They may not have even shared their emotions. They may have been emotionally unavailable, and they may have just been all about the passion. These kinds of connections, these kinds of relationships happen to teach us a lesson. You could have even been dealing with somebody that was extremely sexually obsessed with you. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Fred just said sex fiend, possible sex addict, or sex fiend, possible sex addict, or porn addict. That's not for everybody, but it was for somebody specific, and like couldn't get enough, never could get enough. Those kinds of people. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but in these specific situations where there's not emotions shared, there's not reciprocity, the person's given to multiple people. Yeah, you have every right to be pissed off because they're trying to get your goodies and the best of yourself, or your goodies, but that's it. They don't want the love, or they don't want to hang out with you, or they don't want, to build a friendship or to deepen the emotions or any kind of connection. Is there even a friendship there? Was there a friendship there? It's going to resonate with different people differently. So, these are what spiritual teachers do. They're put on our path so that we learn some lessons, and this lesson is of self-worth. Okay? Julie says, great advice. It does hurt, but I refuse to allow him to make me feel less. He is not doing it. You are doing it. You are amazing. His loss. It's no loss. It's no gain. You wanted different things, and that's okay. He was just able to tell you, and that I would appreciate. Okay? So even in, Julia is our spiritual teacher today. Julia was sent to us to teach us a lesson today. So for those of you that are going through similar situations that are kind of resonating with this energy, this is a spiritual lesson of self-worth today. So even in that situation, it's like, yes, it's going to hurt, but you're not going to allow yourself to continue to hurt because of the thoughts that you're having about that person. Okay? If you can get to the point in these kinds of connections and recognize what is for you, what's not for you from the beginning, that's self-love. Okay? Self-worth is knowing that you deserve better than that. And self-worth is also saying, you know what? I knew that we were not on the same level from the beginning. You didn't have a job, or you weren't wanting to offer me stability from the beginning. You didn't want to get to know me on any deeper level. You weren't asking questions. You weren't trying to get to know me. And I want stability long term. When you can recognize these imbalances, when you connect with people, when you meet them, you're going to go farther, faster, and much happier. I promise you. Okay. So the first questions you ask somebody aren't, how big is your dick or how deep is your vagina? Sorry, y'all. It's facts. We're adults here. It's 18 and up show. Those are not unless that's the kind of relationship you want. But the majority of people that I attract to my tribe want a long-term, loving, traditional relationship. Male, male, female, 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 male. It doesn't matter. Somebody to be a part of a growing, stable connection. And to have the passion and the love and the stability and the communication all at the same time. And the questions, you should have a list of 10 questions put together to help you decode these imbalances, because you already knew from the beginning, financially or in life, that you were not on the same page. You weren't on the same level. They already knew it. They either told you they didn't want a relationship, or they told you in some way, shape, or form. You either didn't pay attention to it, you ignored it, or you tried to override what they wanted with your desire and your passion for them, or your ego. Which one was it? I appreciate you, Julia, for bringing this to the table today, to Feather's playing field today, because other people needed to hear this. When you are dating, it's imperative that you have that list of questions in the beginning, and don't be afraid to ask questions. A person that you want to grow with, bond with, meld your bodies together with, possibly have children with, you should be willing to communicate about the hard shit. If you find it hard to communicate with somebody, do you want a long-term relationship with them? Because when some hard shit comes up, or some even more difficult stuff in life comes up, will you be able to communicate with that person? Will that person back you up? Will they bail you out? Will they come to support you? Y'all got to ask better questions of the people y'all date. That's all I'm saying. Did I always know? Absolutely not. I've been through the relationships, y'all. I am telling you, the last 30 years, I've been through the relationships. I can tell you. That is why I do what I do. Because I have the experience to say, you need to pay attention to this. Okay? And this is a matter of, you may be a mother, you may be running a home, you may be running a business, you may be a father, a single father. It doesn't matter. You're capable of doing everything on your own, and you're wanting stability in a long-term relationship. You're Queen of Pentacles status here, which says in this, there's two things that happen. You already knew from the beginning, you just failed. You failed. You tried to hold on and tried to nurture a relationship that wasn't nurturable. There wasn't nothing there. You were bringing the solid pinnacle, probably even paying the bills or taking this other person out and paying for their drinks and shit too, male or female. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, you were doing the majority of the time. This person wasn't anteing up. They weren't playing the same game. They weren't interested. They weren't getting to know you on a deeper level. They weren't trying. Did they even effort at all? So, what needs to happen here? Lesson. Let go of this Page of Pentacles reverse bullshit, which is you lacking stability, lacking the intelligence or the clarity, and I'm fitting to give you the clarity. This lesson is about self-worth, self-respect. So when somebody tells you, like in Julia's case, thank you again, Julia, for being our spiritual teacher today, that you need to go, I think you need to go date such and such, or I think you would be better served to go, find somebody that's a doctor or a lawyer or somebody smarter or somebody better. When somebody approaches you with that kind of stuff and says anything like that, or like you deserve better, believe them and do your best to stop your ego right there in its tracks to say, oh no, I'm going to prove to you that I am good enough for you. That's a bullshit tactic that we humans do because we want to preserve and protect what we have. So in our ridiculousness, we think that is something that we need to treasure and cherish and covet. So we want to protect it. So we're going to go fight for it, right? We're going to fight for it. And we're going to be like, no, you are I'm going to prove to you that I'm everything that you need. Then you're going to overgive, aren't you? Then you're going to try harder. Then you're going to go at it even harder. You're going to try harder. You're going to chase more. You're going to be like, no, please come back, baby, come back. Don't leave. That's when you need to change the dynamic, the pattern, the way you've been doing things, and stop yourself and say, you're right. I do deserve better. This is a moment of redirection for me. You are telling me that you're not good enough for me. They're not telling you that you're not good enough for them. They may say it, but what's actually coming out is that you're not meant for each other. You're not made for each other. You want different things. You're on different paths. It is redirection. And when you can get to the point where it doesn't hurt and you're like, sweet, thank you for showing me that I do deserve better. You are my vibrational mirror. When somebody can say to you, hey, you deserve better than that. You say, thank you, I do. You're absolutely right. And I'm going to get it. Because it's that person saying and being honest about it. So accept their honesty, appreciate their honesty as an adult, a mature individual, and say, you could be childish and try and hold on to something that's not fixable. But you could be an adult about it and say, you know what? Okay, it's going to hurt for a little while. Yeah, I'm going to miss them. But I appreciate their honesty. They actually came to me and told me. This person didn't try to deceive you. I'm not sure what else they did. But when a person does that, they are truly speaking honestly. They may not know how to tell you, hey, we're on two different paths. We're ships crossing paths in the night, crossing paths in the night. Some people are meant to stay for a season. Some people are there for a specific reason. And in this case, these connections were meant to teach you self-worth. And it's okay to be angry. Don't stay there too long. Don't hold on to that resentment because it's going to turn you bitter. And a bitter bitch does not attract beautiful love connections. A bitter bitch, male or female, repels beautiful love connections. Okay? So it's time to flip it to a more positive direction and say, you know what? I appreciate that person for teaching me that I deserve better, for showing me that I deserve better. I learned something. What did you learn from that connection? Because there's some things that you weren't learning. You were failing to see the lessons. You were failing to see that this person was telling you the whole time. These people were telling you the whole time that you deserved something better, or that they didn't want the same things. There was an imbalance there. This could have been somebody that was a lot younger than you, that wasn't capable of holding up their side of the bargain in a relationship. A queen of Pentacles needs a King of Pentacles. You're already out here showing me King of Wands. I don't care how old you are. Even if it's in the reverse, you're still a queen, male or female. So these are higher levels of learning here. And I love it for you, because this is where it's going to get a little dark right here, but I really want to look at this, because I want to see why you're holding on to this Queen of Wands reverse. What does she want to say? Because this can symbolize that you're mad, and you can express that. You can get it out. You can write it out. You can run it out. You can express it in tears. You know, just close the curtains, close the windows, turn on those rom-coms. You know, Silence of the Lambs, if that's what makes you, you know, whatever. Saw, I don't know what makes you, you know, express your emotions. Eat your pizza, you know, have your chocolate bars, do whatever. Don't repress it, though, by drinking and drugs and burying it down and forgetting about it and getting all bitter and bitchy about it. You have an opportunity to swing from a Queen of Wands reverse to a Queen of Pentacles here. This is all a part of the lesson. Okay. So what does this Queen of Wands want to tell you in regards to the situation? Okay. Yeah, this is what needs to be healed. It's a time. This is a period of nurturing yourself. Okay. The Hermit and the Empress is out here, which says, Page of Swords reverse. So this is a time of internal reflection, not communication. I don't think any kind of communication with this person would benefit you. It's not an outward blaming. It's an internal thing that you need to look at. This is you needing to go inward, go quiet for a while, and go inward and actually review and reflect on what happened and what you failed to see, so you don't do it again in the future with other individuals. So this is a moment of this is a life lesson here. It is a life. It's a big deal here. And spiritual teachers show up in many ways, shapes, and forms. And even if you don't appreciate the fact that they fucked you over or hurt you, their soul is actually pure, positive love and joy. And you can appreciate their soul, at least, by saying, thank you for meeting me in this life and helping me learn this now, so I don't go through another 10 years of my life not knowing this. You understand what I'm saying to you? Appreciate the person, the lessons that you learn from this. Okay? Because this is a period of time where you need to nurture yourself right now. Okay? So, there's nothing that needs to be communicated. This is all stuff that needs to happen internally for you. Some of you need to focus on being a better mother or father to yourself. You need to parent yourself right now and nurture yourself right now and take care of you and your family life and your home life. And when we go into these hermit modes, so some of you are about to go into a hermit mode because of this situation, or you've been in a hermit mode because of this situation. It's about nurturing and loving yourself. And that is Queen of Pentacles. Taking care of self, taking care of home, taking care of your children, your home environment, and your 3D stability in your 3D environment, okay? Making sure that you are taken care of and your environment is taken care of, okay? This is not something that anything needs to be done in regards to other than internally. I love this deck. I love you. I love you. You tell me exactly what I need to hear. Some of you could have been dealing with a Virgo or a Libra, strong Virgo, or Taurus. Okay. So, damn. So, you got some deeper healing to do. Okay. Some of you are not just dealing with one person, you're dealing with multiple people. Some of you may have children that you're dealing with. There's a whole lot going on here. And I think that for somebody specific, for these specifically, for whoever needs this message today, this is definitely a spirit message for you. Like spirit showed up for you today. Not just in the channeling and what's coming through for me, but in the cards. It really is evident that there is a lesson here for my Libras today. We're all on different paths. We're all on different journeys. And it is about stability, healing, enable to, you're okay and you need to be okayer. And some of you have been dealing with this for years. Some of you this is fresh, and some of you this could go back to years. But you're wanting to open up to love. You're wanting love, but it's actually not time yet. Okay, especially if you're still angry and resentful or bitter about this whatever this is. That's keeping you held back from new beginnings. Because underneath it all, there's an energy like the universe is keeping you held back when the Hermit is out here. The hell is that? Scared me, calling me in the middle of the day. Oh God, that scared me. When the universe puts you in a Hermit, it's because you have lessons to learn. Can you learn them easy? Yeah. If you actually, instead of fighting the Hermit mode and the actual healing that needs to be done on a deeper level, and you actually nurture and take care of yourself, self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth, you actually nurture yourself, and you focus on your own stability in the 3D and becoming the best version of yourself that you can. When you fight this by trying to go out and find love, chase love, find love, chase love, who's going to love me, who's going to love me, you're actually doing it from a very immature space when you have serious, highly elevated energy here with the Empress, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. You're telling me that when you're trying to go out here chasing and running down love, and you're trying to find it on every street corner, that's not really what I meant to say. But you understand what I'm saying. You're looking in all the wrong places for love. You're going to find love in all the wrong places. And it's going to be the wrong love in those places. You understand? Because you're not doing it in the right way here. Okay? So right now, it's about, loving you and respecting and honoring yourself right now. For some of you, you've already gone through this, and if you are still feeling bitter or resentful about a past person or a past situation, you ain't ready for love just yet. That's a message for somebody. If you still think about that person and that situation, and you get all mad and pissed off and resentful, or you still bitter, you haven't done your healing. You still need more healing. Okay? It's not been resolved just yet. So you would only cause conflict, tower moments. You would only cause tower moments, pain, and conflict. Even though you may have released the heartbreak, or you would just keep going through the same cycle of shit. Different person. Conflict, tension, fighting, having to overcome heartbreak again and again. I love this deck. This deck is so straight up. And then that's faulty, false starts, 3 of coins reverse, false starts. You having to go back, false starts. You never make a touchdown because it just doesn't work out. Nothing works out. Why? Because it's false starts. It's not built on a strong foundation because you're not. I mean, no. What's up, Miroslav? Oh, hello, Mary. Good morning, beautiful souls. How are y'all doing? I was about to take a break and then go into a little bit of a deeper message. Oh, my God. How are y'all doing? Ooh. Oh boy, I knew there was a deeper message. This is a spiritual message today. Fred said 3 more. So what do you need to know this for? Like, why is this message here for you today? Apparently you... There's a major message here for those of you that are... It doesn't matter how long ago it happened. If you're still angry, bitter, resentful, holding a grudge, or extremely angry, maybe even hateful, having hate for a past person, a past situation that didn't love you the same way, or maybe put you in a third party. Do you have every right to feel that way? Yes. But again, go back and watch this whole thing again. This reading is for you. There is a spiritual purpose, a spiritual lesson in those connections for you. So that you could nurture yourself, love yourself for a deeper understanding of yourself, so that you could elevate yourself to a higher vibration. I'm talking about Queen of Pentacles and the Empress here, nurturing, loving, understanding. And we, if you go rewind through this whole thing, watch it again. Me and Julia Gulia over here, I love you, by the way, was here to teach you a lesson today about self-worth and how to flip the script on a situation when there is redirection. Most of you would call it rejection, but instead of seeing it as pain and heartache and despair and agony and turn that inward and become bitter and resentful and angry, if you can actually spin it outward in a more loving, high vibrational sense and say, that was meant to be redirected. I learned what I needed to learn from that situation. Thank you, sir or ma'am, for sharing your time and energy with me. I appreciate you. This is a moment of redirection, which means I should get excited because the next is better. If you can get to that point, I mean, don't say it in their face. Be like, I appreciate you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Namaste for your time and your effort. And, things didn't work out. Cool. See you in the next life, or see you down the road a ways. You know what I'm saying? If you can move into an energy of high vibrational, switch it to a more high vibrational understanding. That's why I'm wearing all this yellow today. It's all about high vibrations. And these are high vibrational energies. If you can turn those frowns upside down, that's the lesson. That's the spiritual aspect to this. You can see it, that it was meant to be a teacher, or that you learned something, or that you gained something, or you learned how to be a better person because of that person. You've gotten it. And that's what I tell you in the book, Oh, Please Be Your Own Hero, the Manifesting Survival Guide. I tell you what you do that causes problems in your situations. Sorry, y'all. I had to turn that light off. Flicker lighting, I can't deal with the flicker lighting. I really can't. It's too much. Can be deep in the house. I don't know why I gotta announce you like that all the time. It's just because I do. Deal with it, okay? So it's These were spiritual lessons to teach you how to love and respect yourself and how to go within instead of blaming other people. What's up, Dell? To go within and truly reflect on maybe these situations of the past, even if you're not dealing with a situation now. Maybe it's time for you to actually sit back and look at the past and think, okay, am I holding any anger, resentment, regret? Let me think about all of these people that I loved. All the ones I've loved before, walking in and out the door. Is that Willie Nelson? For all the girls I've loved before? Are you fucking kidding me, Fred? Yeah. Willie Nelson. All the girls I've loved before, or something like that. Just, wow. Okay. Always got to put a spin on it. So if you can just go back and review, am I still holding any hatred for that person? And am I still angry about that? Do I hate them? Do I love and understand what happened? What was the message? What was the lesson there? And if you would like for me to do a workshop on how to do that, I'll walk you straight through it. Just thumbs up, leave me a comment, or say over here in chat that you would like to see me do a live workshop or a workshop so that you can actually, I will walk you through your feelings in regards to all of your past relationships. I'll show you exactly how to do it, how to reflect, how to review it, and how to move on from it. Don't forget to check out my description box. I got a new description box, and my website is it's MIA right now. It's lost in space. It's being migrated to another host, and it may take a couple days. So if you have any questions or comments, just email me at nourishhilllive@gmail.com. If you would like to schedule a session, click the link next to Book with Feather in the description box below. Don't go to my website right now. But you can schedule on the scheduling site, okay? We have the Knight of Wands, the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups. Get the F out. Okay. So when you can find, I'm like, why do we need to learn this? Why is this something that needs to happen? Why do we need to learn this? So that you can finally get what it is you want. Long-term happiness with another individual. So there are some things that you need to take action on. So the Lovers is a decision that needs to be made. It's a choice. It's the Lovers. Yeah, it's twin flame soulmate. It can be depending on what the reading is about and what our intentions are for the reading. Sometimes it is just exactly what the original card was meant to be. Choice involving relationship. Choice involving love. Choice involving something that is going to affect your love relationship or relationships. So the Lover says you have a choice to be made that's going to affect your love life moving forward, basically. And you're the one that's got to take action on it for long-term happiness and success. Okay, so whether or not you're dealing with a situation now or whether or not this is to come, this is why we're here for this reading. I'm like, I love tarot, but I hate the same bullshit readings all the friggin' time. Okay, and they're stressful and they're draining and they're arduous. But I want to give you the messages that are best for you. What do you walk away with? That's why I do what I do. I write the books. I create right now, you can't get access to the 10-week online retreat unless you're already in the program until my website comes back up from outer space. So hang tight. If you haven't joined the free 10-week online retreat, it'll be available soon. It'll be back online soon. You can order Reiki sessions with me, Reiki healing sessions. They're on demand. You can check out my EFT tapping sessions and my subscriptions and memberships and all of that fun stuff. It's just my base camp, my go-to website where everything else kind of comes home to, back to base camp, that's offline right now. But you have access to all of the stuff in the description, pretty much. So I'll let everybody know when that's back up and running. It should be soon, but it just depends on the hosting site and how long it takes them to migrate and stuff. So I want you to gain I want you to gain something from this. The fact of the matter is, you're in a place where you've either done this lesson or you can take the time to take this action and make this decision, take this action to review and reflect on, do any of my past relationships still hold me back? Am I allowing them to hold me back? Am I allowing my hatred, my anger, my resentment, my frustration, my bitterness to hold me back from a 10 of Cups? Because that's what's potential here. What's holding you back? You'll be surprised at what may manifest for you when you decide to be honest with yourself and take action. The Knight of Swords. Be your own champion here and do what needs to be done. And I feel like this has nothing to do with anyone else but you internally. You're holding yourself back from something amazing. Some of you, it's like as soon as you let this bullshit go, as soon as you let go of the insignificant BS or people that are not on your level, that's when you get a 10 of Cups, Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles. Unconditionally loving individual. Shit, yeah, go for it. Review the past. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Fred. You are here for a reason. What I tell you before. What did I tell you before? Briefly, some relationships are here for a season. Some of them are here for a reason. And some of them, well, they can last a lifetime. Some of them can. It just depends on you. Are you up for the challenge? Do you have the courage to face your shadows? Do you have the courage to go within and actually do this reflection? You know, to look and see what you are dragging with you? Know your truth. Are you still dragging these people with you? Are you still holding on to grudges, resentments, anger, hate, bitterness? Because you need to lighten up. Okay, be of service to yourself. You're here for a reason. This was to teach you a lesson. This was a teaching relationship or a teaching lesson today. Oh my gosh. Fred. Julia was so awesome bringing in her issue, fresh issue. And Spirit wanted to teach today, not preach. It was about teaching today. And be of service to yourself first and foremost. Go within and make sure that you're not carrying any of the anger, rage, resentment, hatred, bitterness, grudge holding bullshit. Even if you don't ever speak to those people again. And I'm not saying open up those lines of communication. And I'm just saying silently within yourself, you can forgive them. And forgive yourself for holding on to so much anger and hatred and resentment. And open yourself up to something more beautiful. Because yes, some of those people were abusive. And they were damaging to your psyche, to your body, whatever. Okay? So I'm not saying open up those lines of communication. I'm not saying go back and say, hey, I want to forgive you for that. No. Some people, some tarot readers and stuff and some coaching will say, write a letter to and then, or call them and ask them for no, fuck that shit. You do not need to contact anybody from the past that you've had dealings with, especially toxic ones. If you're in communication with them still, you're still friends with them, that's different. But still, there's a fine line there. You don't want anybody getting the idea that you want them back. Okay. So, I mean, I'm friends with one or two exes, actually not many. I think one specifically that I'm thinking about, and you give that one an inch and they're going to take a mile. So it's like if you can do all of this on your own, in your own. And that's what universe is saying. You don't got to talk to anybody. There's no communication needs to come out of this. Page of Swords reverse. This is stuff that you don't have to communicate to anyone. You can do this all on the inside. So if y'all want to have a coaching session, I'll schedule a coaching session. We can do it Zoom. You can get on it live with me, face to face, video and chat. You know, you can ask questions and we'll do that thing. Okay. Because this is a big one. This is a big one. And I actually think that this was a great teaching lesson today, teaching moment, because there was a purpose in this reading, but there was a purpose in these connections. And we need to reach in and find out what the purpose was rather than hold on to that anger and that negativity. We're allowing their energy or our thoughts of that person and what happened to damage us continually. Remember what I told you before. You have two options. You can continue to stay in this energy and damage yourself. Or what? You can cry it out, release it, express it, feel it fully, however that is happening, or however you do that, and accept it fully, and then don't do it anymore. Then say, you know what? Enough is enough. I've already gone through enough. But it's how we get that swing, and we swing it to a more positive direction that you need to learn how to do. And that's the class that I'm going to teach. So check out my classes, my courses, and my healing sessions that are on-demand videos. They are in the new description box down below the video. Of course, everybody, I have to end with this. Release toxic relationships. The toxic relationships. You're sitting here going, ha, damn, Fred, own it today. Y'all, this is Messages from the Guides by James Van Praagh. 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 Van Praagh. Whatever. Anyway. When I'm doing mediumship readings and stuff like this, I typically pull this deck. But the funny thing here is it's time to release those toxic relationships. And I'm not saying the toxic, you're all like, oh yeah, I was with a narcissist and everybody's a narcissist and I've always attracted narcissists. No, you've attracted fucking assholes because somewhere deep inside you fear fucking healthy relationships, or you don't even know what they are, or you've been so fucked up in relationships where you have so much fear, so much indecision, so much doubt, so many limiting beliefs that you don't even know that you deserve better than bullshit, fucked up, asshole relationships. Okay? Once you finally recognize your worth, you respect yourself and you choose better, then you won't blame other people for the shit that you've got going on, that you attract in your life. But I'm going to tell you, we don't know this until we know this. And now I'm teaching this because the toxic relationships are the ones that are affecting you. The toxicity is within you. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, some of them were abusive, some of them were very unhealthy, and some of them were very toxic. But once that person is out of your life, they're out of your life. You never have to think about that person ever again. You never have to see them again. It's release and be free and have fun in your life. The toxicity is within you with that Queen of Wands reverse. You're still blaming them. You understand? You're still blaming them. You're still holding grudges against them. You're still hating them. You're still resentful and bitter. You understand? And that is festering toxicity within your person, within your energy. And that's what's going to continue to attract more shit into your life. When you can finally get a swing on this to a more positive direction, that's when Lovers, Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress out here, that's the shift. That's what honoring and respecting and loving yourself means. That is true self-love, self-honor. When you no longer have to blame anyone else, you can lead with love and nurturing and understanding for yourself, but knowing that you're on a different level. Not that you're better than them. You just want different things. Because it's time to release toxic relationships that you've been holding on to. Once they're gone, they're gone. The only problem is you keep it running through your mind. Accept struggles as lessons. I told you this was a teaching moment today. So accept struggles as lessons. This was the whole point today. Some of you, if you choose not to do the coaching class or workshop that we'll be doing, that's fine. But I will have it available within the next couple days, and it will be in the description box below, and I'll put it on my community page on my main channel at Get Feathered very soon, so that you can go ahead and schedule and get in on the class. It will be a very small class, because I like to do group coaching in small classes of less than 10 people, me included 11 total. That way I get questions and I can assist you better. So until next time, y'all, this is something that actually can be done on your own, and it will get you a major release and a major shift for yourself in relationships moving forward. I hope that you enjoyed the show today. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe, and I'll see you at Get Feathered very soon, my main channel. I love you all. Namaste.